Artists may call it enemy number one, and business owners call it the best new tool to leverage. Whether you love it or hate it, as a writer, you are bound to be wondering, can I use ChatGPT to write a book? Hi, I'm Allie Tugwell, Amazon best-selling author and author success coach at selfpublishing.com. This question doesn't have a simple answer. In short, yes, ChatGPT goes through extensive training, so it can create engaging and grammatically correct text. It can even mimic different writing styles and tones to suit specific genres or certain age groups. But whether or not you can actually do it is one part of the picture. What you should really be asking yourself is, can I use ChatGPT to write a book and sell it? And is that ethical or even safe? ChatGPT gets its information from material it finds on the internet. This means it could include copyrighted material in its answers or infringe on intellectual property. If this happens and you move forward with it, be prepared for legal fees. You may be held accountable for any copyright infringement on behalf of ChatGPT. You also might not be able to copyright your own book. If it was written by AI and not you, you may have to give up ownership rights. Right now, the rules aren't really clear, but lawmakers are currently working to define and divide human and machine ownership. Amazon now has official policies on AI-generated and AI-assisted books. So if you want to self-publish through Amazon KDP, and we do recommend that, it's important to meet their guidelines. Amazon requires you to disclose if you used any AI-generated text, images, or translation. You are not required to disclose AI-assisted content. Here's how to define the two. AI-generated content is defined as text, images, or translations created by an AI-based tool. If you use an AI-based tool to create the actual content, the text, images, or translations, it is considered AI-generated. If you create the content yourself and use AI-based tools to edit, refine, error check, or otherwise improve that content, whether text or images, then it is considered AI-assisted and not AI-generated. So if you want to take credit for your own work, and you should, it's important to use AI as a tool to assist your creation, not to actually write your book or the images that go inside or on the cover. Here are 7 ways you can use ChatGPT to help you write a book. 1. Use ChatGPT to get book ideas. If you have writer's block or aren't sure how to start writing a book, you can use ChatGPT to quickly gain inspiration. Or you can use our AI book title generator designed specifically for brainstorming titles. Remember that ChatGPT isn't the only AI tool you have in your arsenal as an author. Whichever AI tool you are using, use a prompt similar to this. Give me 10 possible book titles for a fantasy novel about warring groups of fairies. Some of the responses will be cheesy or lean towards a nonfiction style of book titles. Some of these titles are actually pretty great, and they could certainly give you inspiration for tweaking a title into perfection. If it doesn't give you what you're looking for, try prompting it with this question. What are some cool sci-fi book concepts that haven't been written about yet? Keep asking it questions to nail down what you want. And of course, if you aren't thrilled with what ChatGPT spits out, you can always try another query, another tool, or use a number of book title generators or writing prompt generators. Number 2, using ChatGPT to generate character names. Now that we've covered a little sci-fi and fantasy, let's talk about historical fiction. When learning how to write historical fiction, you need to do a lot of research to make sure that the setting, the characters, and plot are accurate to that time period and it's believable. ChatGPT can help. In terms of creating historically accurate character names, this is the query that I gave to ChatGPT. Give me 10 character names for a book set in Ireland in the 1940s. Half male, half female. ChatGPT returned this answer. These names are inspired by Irish traditions and are reflective of the time period you specified. Male names: Liam O'Malley, Seamus Fitzpatrick, Brendan Callahan, Eamon Sullivan. The female names might be Maeve O'Connor, Siobhan Flynn, Fiona Gallagher, and Deidre Kane. These names are inspired by Irish traditions and are reflective of the time period you specified. If you see names you love, you can use them. You can also mix and match to create the character you are looking for. Isn't that fun? 3. Using ChatGPT to research for your book. No matter what book genres you like to write in, research is the key to creating a high-quality finished product. You can use ChatGPT to write a book by asking it to help you research. You can ask it tons and tons of questions. It never gets sick of your questions, and it can scour the internet much faster than you or I can. That being said, you need to double check its work. AI hallucinations are a real thing, and sometimes ChatGPT will tell you misleading or even false information and present it as a fact. To help you understand if you want to rely on AI for this part of your book writing journey, we did a full ChatGPT versus Claude review that you can check out in the description. Number 4, using ChatGPT to outline your book. If you're wondering, can I use ChatGPT to write a book outline? The answer is a resounding yes. In fact, ChatGPT can write a very good book outline and lead your writing in ways you may not have originally imagined. You can ask it to give you outlines with different book endings. You can plug in your inciting incidents and other key moments for workarounds. It takes a lot of work and meticulously crafted queries to get a stellar outline. So search for other tools if you need. Number 5, use ChatGPT to edit your book. One of the best ways you can use ChatGPT to write a book is during the editing process. ChatGPT can give you pointers to improve your writing style, your tone, your syntax, and more. It can easily catch grammar errors and give you suggestions for reorganizing things that could make it flow better. We do recommend hiring a human book editor to get eyes on your work, but an AI editor is a great free resource to use as a first pass before you go to an editor. Number 6, use ChatGPT to draft world maps. Paid users of ChatGPT and ChatGPT tools can output images too, which means there are endless possibilities. If you are a new fantasy author and are wondering how to make a fantasy map, ChatGPT is one great way to do it. Make sure you are descriptive about the climates, landmarks, preferred style, etc. in your query. Of course, if you use ChatGPT to generate images, remember you need to disclose that information when publishing on Amazon. Number 7. This is a fun one. Use ChatGPT to design your book cover. You can use ChatGPT and AI tools to help design a book cover. You can generate AI images by describing the scene, mood, or style you want. For example, you're looking for a minimalist sci-fi cover with neon accents and a mysterious figure in the distance. Here are some tips to get the best results. Be specific in your prompt. Mention colors, moods, objects, and the style that you like. For example, watercolor, dark fantasy, bold typography. Generate multiple variations. Don't settle on the first image. Run several prompts to compare your options. You can combine the initial images you design using Canva, Photoshop, or similar tools to add title, text, author name, and adjust the layout. And if you are a selfpublishing.com author, book cover design is part of your done-for-you book publishing assets. Consider hiring a pro. If you want a polished, market-ready cover, support human designers who understand the genre, trends, and audience expectations. If you sign up with us, selfpublishing.com, we have expert design professionals that can design a beautiful best-selling book cover. So now comes the moral dilemma. Should you use AI to write books? And exactly how much should you allow AI to help you? In my mind, as long as you are using AI as a tool for your art and an assistant, and not as a replacement for the art, you're on the right track. After all, if we don't leverage AI at all, we're going to be left behind pretty quickly. So how do you feel about using AI in your writing? Tell us in the comments below. I'm Allie, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.